Hi, I'm Dan Malinowski. I'm currently the engineer at 706B shift. Today our training is going to piggyback off of the firefighter survival. So we're all very familiar with the standard drill of pull a hand line off, search and rescue, extricate a victim from a building. But what do we ever do after that point? We never give it a second thought about our victim. If that victim happens to be one of your own, fully turned out, full cardiac arrest, how are you going to remove them from their gear? Today's drill, what we're going to show you is a technique how to quickly remove them from their PPE and immediately initiate effective compressions. This technique is going to be fast, it's going to be well coordinated, it's going to take a few people on your crew, but it will make or break that difference between saving your partner. Okay, so our crew has removed the victim from the fire now. Rescuer 1 is going to drop down to his butt. He's going to pull that bottle as high up into his crotch as possible. It's important to keep the bottle flat on the ground so the victim stays upright. Rescuer 1 immediately opens up the bypass to allow for passive oxygenation and ventilation. He's then going to remove his gloves, remove the helmet. He's going to pull the Nomex off the patient's head. He's now going to go ahead, remove the straps. Go ahead and pull the gloves off. When rescuer 3 and 2 are ready to pull this victim off, our last step will be to remove that mask from the victim's face. Ready? Go ahead and remove that mask. Hang on to the wristlets and drag. Immediately begin compression. Rescuer 2 is going to come right in, ditch his gloves. If there's a chest strap or a Buckeye rope system in place, quickly remove that strap and then begin effective compressions. Remember, stay right in the center of the chest. Keep your shoulders, elbows, and hands in line as much as possible. Between rescuer 1 and rescuer 2, they're going to have to communicate. If this patient starts to roll to the right or the left, rescuer 1 can swing his hips, or rescuer 2 can just grab him by the coat and pull him up. The victim has to stay upright. He can't lean either way. Okay, once we've started CPR, rescuer 3 can come in. He's immediately going to remove that waist belt strap, and he's going to start to remove the jacket. Whether there's buckles or a zipper, it doesn't matter. If you have to pause compressions just for a brief moment to undo those clips, that's fine, but keep that interruption of compressions to an absolute minimum. From this point, rescuer 3 is going to stand up and grab a leg. Rescuer 1 is going to grab these wristlets and hang on tight. When rescuer 3 and rescuer 1 are ready to pull this victim out, rescuer 3 will grab rescuer 2 and tell him to grab the other leg, and they're going to pull this victim out. Boom, immediately start compressions again. At this point, we should have EMS equipment ready on standby, and we can initiate our ACLS or our CCR protocols. Now that you've seen this technique, we encourage you as a training department to get out there with your crews and perform this technique. Start off in a controlled environment at your stations, and then I encourage, once you have all those steps down, go out and perform a drill. Put yourself in those real life conditions, fatigue yourselves, and see how you perform as a crew. This technique will be integrated in future drills coming up with the Buckeye Fire Department.